What's going on, Instagram fam? This is your boy Tommy Rodriguez, aka T-Rod, the founder of Automation Empire, with my boy Brandon over here. Appreciate you letting me come out.
Same here.
Those who know, I've been doing, again, constant videos with a lot of my Amazon automation clients. And again, Brandon's obviously no different. We're going to talk about his story, his revenue, his profit, and one thing I've missed in the last couple of videos is just answering a couple Q&A. So we'll probably try to get to that towards the end, just answer some of you guys' questions that you may have. And again, what he does for a living. And again, this video is going to be totally unbiased. Like every single one of my videos, it's always unbiased. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and I bring these people on so that, again, they can tell you from their level of perspective, and their opinions, so that you guys can obviously hear it from their mouth, because every time you guys hear me talk about stuff in my stories and this and that, it's always going to feel biased to anybody watching my videos, because again, I'm obviously the one that, I'm the CEO, I'm selling the business, I'm selling the service. I always like giving a different perspective from different point of view. So I appreciate you letting me come out. Why don't you let the people know, and by the way, right now, today's January 24th, and we're in Miami, Florida. So it's just a quick drive over here for me to come see my boy Brandon. So why don't you tell them a little bit about you, what you do for a living, how long you've known me, and just go from there, my man, and just be yourself.
All right. I'm from New York. I live in New York and Miami. I've known Tommy about 2 years, I would say, since 2019.
Crazy, time quick, goes
quick.
Yeah,
it does. I'm a full-time stock trader, so his services work well with me because my time is super limited. From trading stocks to studying the market, and when I'm not studying the market, I'm in the gym, and if I'm not in the gym, I'm maintaining whatever social life I have, so his services work well with me, for sure.
So you work out?
I do.
He works out.
I do.
Okay, we both work out, right?
Yes.
So you're a stock trader. So you do that.
Yes.
You learn. How long have you been doing that?
Full time, about 1.5 years.
So about a year and a half.
Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah.
Now, do you remember when you actually paid for my service?
May 2019.
2019. Now again, guys, today's January 24th, 2021. Now, do you know how you found my service?
A friend was with you, successful. So yeah, one of my friends was with him, had success with him, and I decided to go with you. Yeah.
Awesome. So basically, guys, obviously, as you heard, one of my clients referred him to my service back in the day. Now, do you know when your store launched, and did you have any hiccups or delays? Was there any issues?
It launched in March 2020.
Okay, so almost a year later?
Yeah, about a year later. Because I was a little bit late to the deadline of tax exemption. And as far as issues, maybe some Amazon deactivation, possible notifications.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, one thing I want to point out, every single one of these videos, because somebody actually did bring it up on one of my last videos that I at least posted with, I think, one of my guys, Trey, is people pointed out that, he seemed off, or he seemed quiet, or he seemed shy. Guys, every video that I do with one of my clients, everyone's going to be different. Obviously Brandon or Trey or anyone else, some people might not be used to speaking on camera, so I'm not obviously saying he's shy, but I am bringing that up in the sense that some people have brought it up in some of my other videos, and I just wanted to pinpoint that if it wasn't obvious at this point. So he got referred by one of my other clients who was obviously having a lot of success with my service. Now, you've been in since then, so you paid, again, in March, you said, right? 2018?
May 2019.
May 2019, yeah, right. Okay. Now, he obviously had other things going on in his life.
Right.
He didn't set it up. He didn't get things going all the way.
It took me a while.
Yep.
When I set it up, it was maybe August 2019, which was a little too late for your deadline, because you don't want to, start with the holidays with a high volume, risk of deactivation of your store. So my store officially started in March of 2020.
Awesome.
Right.
So it's been about 9 months.
Less than a year.
Yeah, a little less than a year. Have you made your investment back?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Fucking awesome. Have you been suspended on Amazon?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I've had some close calls, but again, I wrote some appeals. I've sent some of the appeals in that Tommy has sent me, and they worked. I can't promise that they work for everyone.
Of course.
But they have worked for me. I've dabbled in my own appeal that you know personally.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I love it.
Can't say it on camera.
Yeah.
But it's worked for me, and I'm good.
Now, guys, a couple things that I want to just dive into, actually, also real quick, just to piggyback. So, what we do on Amazon is obviously we do drop shipping. This is 100% drop shipping. It's automated now. So, when I say besides obviously the appeal,
Right.
have you processed orders? Have you handled customer service? Have you talked to anyone? Have you listed any products? Have you done anything on your store? When
I haven't done shit.
So nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Besides get paid.
Right. I pay my credit card bill, and then Amazon pays me. That's what has worked for me.
Now, when you also joined, was everything from the suspensions, the issues, the problems? Did you know all this was possible? Like, did you know all the risks, or did you get sold some bullshit pipe dream and say, "Hey, you're gonna make all this money and blah blah blah"? Like, what was like? What
I was
you
aware.
told?
I was aware of the risks. I would say that your infrastructure, there's a miscorrelation between your infrastructure and the growth
Yes.
of clientele.
Yes.
As I feel like, considering back in the day, I would email his team and maybe it would be like 72 hours before I got a response. Now it's like 2 to 3 hours before I get a response. So maybe your team wasn't like
As solid, yeah.
to replying to new customers.
So, again, if you guys have seen some of my other videos, again, with a few of my people, I've always discussed, I had a lot of issues in 2009, more specifically, not 2019, 2019.
Yeah.
I had a lot of issues back in the day with just a corrupt employee, with bad work, with things saying things were getting done and it wasn't getting done, and this and that, and like, if you ever ran a 7-8 figure business, you understand that, good workers sometimes are always hard to find. It's not as easy as just putting people in play and that's that. Of course, now obviously as of 2020, early 20, that obviously I hired a consultant, someone to step in, hire more staff, hire phone support, like so many things that literally a lot of people, I even think I can, Brandon can agree, that has made the business and the system do a 180, right? So it's never perfect. Systems and businesses are never made to be perfect. It's just made to keep progression, to keep growing, to keep getting better, and to keep evolving. So again, guys, we do 100% Amazon drop shipping with my service. We've always preached that this is at least a 12 to 18 month business. Obviously, you can make it back in 20 months. Hell, we've had a lot of clients make it back in less than 12 months. Obviously, he's one of the clients that has made the investment back in less than 12 months of his store actually going
Probably
live.
like 4 months, honestly.
Was it around 4 or 5?
The ROI was returned in 4 months, I would say, and then anything after that was investment.
Correct.
Pure
And we have his sheets again, guys. As always, we're not going to show that right now, but in a little bit we will show the revenue, the profits, and of the business. So you've obviously seen a total 180. You've seen the level of customer service. What do you think about our Facebook group that we have? Like, do you feel like I know you're not on Facebook a lot, but do you find it informative for when you do?
It's great because there's the good, the bad. Like you can see anything. You have anything going on. If you have any issues, you can contact someone from the Facebook group. It works.
Awesome.
It's great.
Awesome. So you've been in for a while. When you first signed up, do you remember how much you paid?
It was like 20 grand.
20 grand?
Yeah.
20,000. How much capital would you say back then, or even currently, would you say that you have available for products? I know that's a common question that people ask, like, how much do you have for inventory?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
I have a lot of capital.
Would you say 6 figures?
Yeah, I would say 7 figures.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, yeah. So it's not for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need capital. You need a good line of credit, and to play the dice.
Play the dice.
Sure.
And
there's some risk with Amazon that has no control over you.
Absolutely.
So there's that risk as well.
So when we always talk about the risk, we talk about suspension. So why don't we just dive into that, which is, again, I talk about it a lot, and a lot of people that have done the lives with me have said, look, dude, you talk about the risk too much, right? Like you talk about it. You need it. And I feel like I have to, because like at the end of the day, when people watch my videos, it's easy to show the good numbers and this and that and all the benefits you can make. But if you don't understand the risk, then like the people that would be coming in would honestly just be too much of a headache. It wouldn't be someone that I would want to work with, because they think that this is a bulletproof business. Amazon, if they suspend you, we obviously can submit appeals. We obviously have scripts that can prevent suspensions. But if they suspend you, it could be for a couple of days, weeks. We've had clients get suspended for 6 months. Right. Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, Amazon can high up your funds. So if you got 80 grand, and I did a live like a couple videos ago where a client had 85K being held for 2 to 3 months before we got his account locked up. Now, however, as of this video today, recently it looked like the court ruled the arbitration favor against Amazon, so they can't hold clients' money, or just anyone that sells on Amazon's money indefinitely anymore. So they actually ruled against Amazon, which was great news for a lot of third-party sellers and FBA sellers who have had their money being tied up because of Amazon's policy. So, I mean, I'm not sure exactly yet when that will go into effect. We've just seen that and heard about it a couple days ago, but that was something part of the risk. So, you've been in for a little while. Again, you made your money back. You've been happy. Was there a time that you were frustrated?
Possible deactivation notifications from Amazon via drop shipping.
Yep.
Which I had submitted an appeal from your team.
Yep.
I tweaked it myself.
Yep.
Me tweaking it myself has worked. I can't promise that it works for everyone.
Of course.
But it worked for me. So I can't complain on that. You know?
And again, guys, this is totally unbiased. Like,
yeah.
We're not scripted. You're not a paid actor.
I'm not. Currently, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
34,
yeah.
Man. Still looks like he's in his 25s, man. I think to stay young.
Yeah.
Alright, that was a fuck up. Whatever. Doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. It's not scripted.
Amazon could, their algorithms, they can fuck you however they want.
Yeah.
But with him, it's whatever.
It's Amazon. It's Amazon's obviously platform, and it's a lot like the stock market where they can do whatever they want. But again, in terms of them actually holding your money now, that's not something that looks like it's going into play. That's not going to be a thing anymore. Which I think is freaking excellent news, and anyone watching this, because now people can pay their credit card bill and they're not stressed out. They get suspended. It's not a big deal. We can get their account out, and the only thing you really lose when you're suspended is time.
Time,
right? That's the only thing you lose.
Time of sales.
Yeah, time of sales.
Right.
We can get it back, and again, we can't make a guarantee when it will come back. Now, as he said, he tweaked his own script. Now, that same script, a little over a month and a half, 2 months ago, that script, 15 people got that same policy violation. It worked for 13 out of those 15 people. You can tweak it, you can test it. If it doesn't work the first time, you can send in a revised. We can do it for you. Some people might not want to wait till our suspension team gets in touch with them, or for them to submit certain things, and they might just want to obviously do it themselves, and that's fine. But obviously he didn't have to, he did, and because of that, he obviously saved his account before it even prevented a suspension, which is obviously fine too. And when we talk about this as being passive and hands-off, that doesn't always mean you don't do any work. You can intervene on certain things, like if we tell you that you want to intervene, or if you feel like you need to step in on something. But the average person that comes into my service, they literally don't do any work. I've had clients for 3+ years that they just sat back and Amazon has been paying them, and these clients are making anywhere between $5,000 a month to some of our clients who are making $50,000, $100,000 net profit per month. But for a lot of people don't even care. Brandon's like, yo, I'm happy with like 3, 4, 5K a month. Like it's passively. Like especially when you don't have to do anything to earn, that income, and it's something that's built for you. Again, this business model is no different than property management. If I went out and I bought a multi-family apartment complex, I'm going to hire property management to collect the rent, handle the repairs, handle the legwork, and yeah, occasionally from time to time, I might have to step in if there's something that maybe they don't know, or there's something that was overlooked, or whatever the case is. Still, the overall business model still makes it a very hands-off and a passive business model. So, you made your money back, you've been happy. Why don't we show them the Amazon app? And then we'll obviously show them the profit as well. Now guys, normally we show the the profit on the sheets, but for some reason the laptop is not loading the docs, so we have it on here, so it's obviously going to be a little bit smaller, but you'll still be able to see the numbers he made. So we're gonna show the Amazon app. When you're done, just turn it to the point to the camera and swipe down. And by the way, if this video looks like a Shaq and Kevin Hart type of situation, it probably is. He's 6'5", I'm 5'5".
I'm a fucking giant.
He's a giant, so.
It's whatever. So here's a profit chart.
So that's
passive income.
46,000.
Passively, while I work on stocks.
All refunds and everything is applied into the case as well, as always. You do have to pay a split. I think a lot of people, if you watch my video, 70-30, so out of that, you would pay 30%.
Which is nothing.
Which is like, what, it's like 7K, 8K, or maybe more?
Minimum. It's nothing.
It's still passive, and that's that's in 9 months. Like, again,
beyond worth it.
So,
honestly.
you know, we show you these numbers. We show the high and the low. We're not just going to show you stores that are producing $300,000 a year or $400,000 or $500,000 like some people would. We show the little ones, the medium ones, the happy ones. You're still happy with these numbers, though, yeah?
I'm happy. Yes, passive income.
It's passive.
10K a month passive is like.
And this month, by the way. This was updated last
December.
What's today? Sunday. Today's Sunday, right? The 24th. He's already at about $9,000 or $10,000 for the month in actual profit. So we expect that his store should hit about easily 150 to 200,000.
Yeah, 200,000.
Obviously, if it continues to grow at the pace that it's growing at.
200,000 easy for the year for 2021.
Yeah,
we'll make it easily.
Why don't we show the Amazon app as well, so we know?
Right.
What do you remember what you were at? Just
it was at like maybe 56,000
in the last 30 days.
Right.
So in the last 30 days,
my Amazon seller app will do profit of what most salaries would do full time, busting your ass, per month. You know, easily. Would
you say in the stock market? Obviously,
I trade stocks for a living.
Do you have a job?
I trade stocks for.
So that's your full-time business.
Yes, full-time.
What did you do before entrepreneurship?
Real estate, which had way more risk than this did.
Way more risk.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been in for, again, I say it a lot, but you've been in since the bumps and the bruises.
I have, yes.
Since I've hired my consultant, have you personally seen? Yes. Have you seen a turnaround?
I have. Yeah. So when his infrastructure, his prior infrastructure was established, I would say there was a miscorrelation between his infrastructure and his clientele growth.
Yeah.
I would say, so the prior response time to contacting the team via email would be like 72 hours maybe. That's like 3 days. Now it's 2 to 3 hours. So it's been great, for sure.
So are you happy with that turnaround?
Very happy, yes. Very, very, very happy.
And now, I know that now, when I first introduced Amazon automation into the space back in mid-2017, that's when I first came out with this business model. Depending on where you're seeing this, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, I came out with this model mid-2017, and it was just a little test behind the scene between 10 to 20 clients, give or take. And then 2018, I officially made it a very public thing. Now, you see Amazon automation everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every freaking way.
He tags me and I got a bunch of people like, hey, Amazon automation.
Do you want a store? Do you want this?
It's super advertising.
And it's ridiculously everywhere. And all I can truly tell you, because a lot of people are like wondering who's the real deal, is this person the real deal, is this person the real deal? I know that a lot of the people that are trying to like secretly compete with me, again, I'm not really going to discuss it and dive into it too much because it's going to be off topic, but a lot of people, again, white labeling. They're offering Instagram growth, they're offering this, they're offering that. They're not experts in anything. And they just decided that they wanted to partner up with somebody who's doing Amazon automation, act like it's their own service, and they want to promote it, which is causing a lot of people to not really get the proper service. And on top of that, they're being charged crazy tax. When I mean tax, is the average person might be selling it for $30,000. That's my cost. But then other people are selling it for other people, and then marking it up another 10, 15K on top of that. Like, so they're kind of like drop shipping on you, you know. So just make sure, and I say that with confidence, like, do your due diligence with who you want to do business with. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of labs with clients. I took a lot of holiday break because obviously it was like, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I took a little time off. And obviously now we're back to it. We just wanted to do these videos. So his app isn't loaded. It's not really relevant. You've seen the profits. You've seen the spreadsheets where you got the refunds on there. You got to pay the VA costs.
We're on track for 200K this year.
Yeah, that's that.
Let's say that.
He's got the capital. His store's freaking going great. He's never been suspended.
Never. 200K this year easily. Like, I guarantee you easily. I mean, we could do another live December 2021. It will be 200K.
What time are we at, Matt? 21 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up probably in the next few minutes because we also have to get ready for some Poppy steak tonight here in Miami.
You saved me a dinner. You saved me a dinner.
Dinner. That's right, baby.
Exactly.
I need to eat.
Right.
But we currently have, and just to give kind of some of the other meat and potatoes, and again, I'll answer some questions in a minute. We currently have a little over 700 clients with my service. The suspension rate, and if I'm just being honest, is around 8%. Obviously, that's some stores that our clients haven't sent us the information in to appeal it, so some of it falls back on some of the clients. Some of it is just clients that were waiting for an answer from Amazon. Some of them were revising the appeals. Again, I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, so that you guys can make an informed decision when you're watching my videos, so that you're not just seeing all the good. Because if people wanted, I could just tell nothing but the good, not talk about the rest, not talk about the bullshit, not talk about the things that come with it. We have our own app, you know, with my service at Automation Empire. We have other things in works. We have freaking a crazy infrastructure between the VAs, our employees, and everything, the customer service. So I'm trying to think if there's anything that I missed in this video. So nothing that I can think of. What kind of questions, Mac, are you seeing on there that my people? And now, guys, if you're watching this video on my phone, I'm still doing an IG live, so people can still ask questions.
Right.
You are watching this video, if it's
ask
obviously not posted.
Client anything.
Yeah,
anything you want.
Whatever you guys want to ask them.
How many dropshipping stores does T-Rod have for his own?
5. 3 are suspended. I mean, not 3. Excuse me, 2. 3 are currently live. It's actually a good question. I get that question a lot. Like, hey Tommy, why would you do this for so many people? Why not just have all the stores for yourself?
Suspensions happen. It's Amazon. You can't control the algorithm.
Absolutely.
It's whatever.
And people got to understand that you need multiple businesses and entities for every store, different credit cards, different things. And obviously, one, I like to help people. I know that's a probably cliche saying, and some people might say, bullshit, you don't. I mean, obviously, that's why I'm doing it. But it's also multiple streams of income for me.
Helping yourself as well.
I have my own service. I use my service, and I help other people to create passive income for themselves.
Why do some stores make so much more than others?
Capital issues. Depends how much money you have saved. Depends what your credit limit is. What else? Depends.
It depends on your VA.
Your VAs, for sure. It's, you know, there's a little risk involved, but at the same time, it's control over your own finances.
Yeah.
You know?
So there's a lot of clients who have $100,000 in capital, and then there's some people who have $15,000 to $20,000. We obviously have a very lengthy contract. It's about 11, 12 pages, and on that contract, it says that you should have at least $15,000 to $20,000 on your credit card at all times to understand. So obviously, if somebody has $100,000 and their store's established and they've been live for 4 months, versus somebody that's been live for 1 month and they have only, you know, they have less capital, obviously there's going to be growing phases. Everyone grows at different phases. You have to take at least 90 days to get the buy box. Once you get the buy box, your store, if you have the proper capital, can scale. Because we have a lot of clients, man, that literally it's been 3 months, their store's going good, and they're like, hey Tommy, scale me, Melissa, scale me, or my team. And then we scale them, and then they run out of capital.
Right.
So obviously it's gonna vary on.
You need the fucking money to grow your store. Simple as that.
That's right.
Right.
Any other questions?
What am I selling in the store?
That's
anything. Don't worry about it.
Great.
Let the VAs decide that.
That's right. I will tell you, like, it's no niche specific. It's not niche specific.
Right.
So it could be a grill, it could be pens, it could be baby cribs, like anything that we can make a
water.
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry about that.
That's what dropshipping is. Dropshipping is finding products that we can list for a higher price and then buy at a lower cost.
Right.
And then
don't worry about that. That's micromanaging.
I pick what I sell, or it's an established store.
You don't pick anything.
It's
automated.
Moderated. Don't worry about it.
Automated.
It's the hottest selling items. You don't have control over it. There's no emotions involved. It's logic. It's technical, and that's what it is. You know.
What other questions you guys got?
So what's required to start?
What's required to start is $30,000 and $15,000 to $20,000 on a credit card.
For services, but I would say the $15,000 to $30,000. We say
15 to 20.
I would say that's not even true. I would say like 10, 15 grand. Because at first, right, sales will start accumulating, maybe 5, 10 grand. So you need like 5 to 10 grand capital on top of his fee to start accumulating. You know, because when you
it's
say that, it's a little
a-
intimidating.
it is.
To most people. To most people.
It is, but keep in mind, it's going to be a slow growth.
Right.
And
Right.
for the first 4 to 6 months, you know, if any one of you guys have ever built a 7-8 figure business, I really
Right.
need, like, because people come to me all the time, hey Tommy, I have successful businesses, I know what it takes to be successful.
Right.
However, everyone's definition of success is totally different.
Right.
Some people's definition is like, hey, I make 20K a year in my business,
Right.
and I get 2 of those,
True.
you know, and that's going great. But to run a 7-8 figure business is a total different animal.
You need money to scale this business.
You need money
for
to
sure.
scale. You need things to grow it. And
Right.
there's no business out there that is bulletproof and guaranteed. I don't make any promises. His results or any of my other clients' results will not dictate or guarantee you any kind of
Right.
future success.
Past
with your
performance
service.
is not indicative of future results.
That's the pretty
Yes.
pretty simple terms.
For
So
sure.
other than that, guys, I think we're gonna probably wrap it up here. You know, one. Do you have any words of advice for anybody that might be watching the video? And it could be just anything. Even if they don't get the service, like anyone that's looking to start like entrepreneurship and trying to be their own boss.
As far as his business goes, if like all the money you have scratched up is enough for his business, don't do it.
So exactly.
You know, you need to have enough for his fee and then the capital
To
extra
grow.
to be able to grow. That's just being honest. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I'll piggyback off that, and we're gonna wrap it up here. But as I've always said in my videos, never invest money that in
Can't
any
afford to
business
lose.
that you can't afford to lose.
Right.
And I say that because you know what? Like I said, guys, I got millions of dollars tied up in real estate where things are going sideways. A little $500,000 tied up into another
But
brick
it
and
doesn't
mortar.
stress you out.
It doesn't stress me out.
Right.
And then I obviously got almost $400,000-$500,000 tied up in crypto right now. And then that's just not including the other things that I have in the infrastructure for this business to keep growing this for obviously my clients. So just understand, if this is your last 30 grand, don't do it. If you need
I would
to take
say
out
50K. 50K, you got 50K, you want to make some extra money? Okay,
and the
that's good
bank's
for you.
and the bank's not making you anything.
Right, $50,000, I would say it's legitimate. Your fee, some funding growth, and that's it. If you don't have it, then don't do it.
Yeah,
honestly.
what I would just probably tell you is try something smaller if you don't have the funds or if you're on your last dollar. Whether it's flipping items off of Craigslist or starting on eBay, doesn't really matter. There's so many other ways for you to make money, and then you could get to a point where you can afford my services, and it's not going to hurt if it takes 6 months to make it back, or if it takes 20 or 22 months. That you want to be in that position where it doesn't affect you, you and your life, because again, some of you guys might have families, and I never want to put people in that situation where you're
Right.
strapped for money and you can't even buy diapers now and your baby's shitting all over the place. Whatever the case is, right? So other than that, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Again, you know that we're not really professional, but this is
More
just
for 6 figures
being transparent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being transparent, being brutally honest, so that you guys can know what to expect. So with that said, we're gonna get ready. We still, get ready to head out for dinner and meet a few of
We're
our
on
other
track
clients
for
there.
6
So
figures.
we will see you guys on the next live. Let's go.